Guru. Right now, there's literally nobody playing offlane anymore. I've been saying this for like a week now that I think offlane might be the hardest role in Pred. And I think people have decided that they don't want to play it anymore.
The battle begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
By my calculations, this battle is already over.
I'm about to become an offlane main once again myself. I was just chatting with someone today about that. Bro, I've been saying it for like a little over a week now. I've been telling my, I've been talking with Survivor about it for a while. I just didn't say anything because I felt like I was sounding dumb because I've never said that in any other MOBA ever. But I honestly think it in this MOBA it is offlane. Let's do it. Isn't Tech on your team though? No, he left and joined a different team. Would you think high level people would like the challenge? Not really, because yeah, I mean, certain high level people probably would, which is why Norf is probably playing offlane now, right? Because Norf can play anything, but how come you think it's the hardest role? Offlane is the only role in the game where you have to make extremely hard decisions. So there's a couple of reasons. One, offlane is the only role in the game where you have to make very hard decisions that can sometimes be complicated on when to rotate to objectives and when not to. And the complexity of that goes into, you know, if I do not rotate to this and my other offlaner does, how much am I going to get out of not rotating, right? Am I going to get a tower? Am I going to get farm? Am I ahead? Am I behind? Will this rotation make me even further behind? Will it make me further ahead? Will I be able to use that lead that I get from not rotating to be able to fight this guy in the offlane? Can I use this to now gain an advantage in some way? Can I start taking the enemy jungle camps? Can I, you know, like, you have to be able to make these decisions of rotations to objectives in the early game and to, you know, other objectives on the map that could potentially ruin your lane or make you an unkillable fucking demon lord. And a lot of people do not understand those decisions very well, and it fucks them over hard, and you see that often. Another reason why is it is the most snowball heavy lane in the game, and quite often you get left on an island. So a lot of the matchups in the solo lane are very like 50-50. Either person could actually win it, but if one person gets a little bit more help than the other person earlier on, it will snowball the lane into a complete domination that you cannot recover from. And if your jungler does not come to help you, and that happens, you have to know how to not completely get demolished to where you are still viable in the game. And again, it's another one of those things that a lot of people do not understand how to do. You also need to know how to properly abuse your lead to put behind, so when you do have that happen where you get super far ahead, how to properly abuse your lead without throwing it away. If you make incorrect rotations in the offlane with a lead, you might throw your lead and, you know, no longer have that massive advantage you once had. And now you are, you know, even with the other enemy offlaner because he didn't rotate and he made correct decisions and you didn't make correct decisions. And there's just a lot of complexities to it. Oh, I fucking flashed forward and didn't have my stun up. Nice. It worked out though. I was too busy talking and wasn't paying attention. There's just a lot of things that you have to make decisions on in the off lane that you don't have to in the duo lane or mid lane or jungle, right? Jungle, you're going to be at all the objectives. Mid lane, you're going to be at all the objectives. Duo lane, you're going to be at all the objectives, except for maybe one mini orb, right? These decisions you don't have to understand. So you have a layer of complexity in the off lane that is vastly different than the than all the other lanes. And your snowball matchups in mid lane and your snowball matchups in the dual lane are not nearly as impactful as the snowball matchups in the off lane. That's why. Would be Tekken and just, I'm gonna be honest, Tekken is the reason why I started thinking that offlane is the hardest role after we won PCC 9. Because there's a lot of matchups that people kept thinking were, you know, XXX favored or whatever. Like Greystone into Terra was really Terra favored, or Greystone favored. And then Tekken would just annihilate people playing Greystone. And these aren't shit players. These are fucking top tier demons in their own right, like Bondruid, who's an insanely good offlane player. And granted, Bondruid's on a lot of ping, so like obviously there's some shit that goes into that as well, right? But Tekken would just do these things and get a massive lead on these counter picks that would just blow my mind. Or maybe Bondruid would make a rotation that Tekken would decide not to make the rotation, and it would just work out in his favor, and he'd get a lead back that maybe he lost in the early game where he got soloed or where he got behind, and then he would, you know, come back into the game. And he'd make these decisions that just made me understand that the offlane has more depth, which I knew this already, but I didn't realize that it was such a, like, in other MOBAs, it feels like more of a standard thing and not as, oh, whoops. It doesn't feel like it's as hardcore as it is in this game. This game, it feels way more hardcore than it is in other lanes, in other games. Prof is different in solo, though. What do you mean Prof is different in solo, though? Like, the offlane in this game, it feels just way different than other offlane games I've played. And it could be because lack of knowledge of other offlaners, or it could be, you know, the matchups in this game are just crazy. The map is just crazy. Proficiency. Why is he just different? Prof is a great solo laner, don't get me wrong. He understands all the things that I've been talking about, though, right? But there isn't anything that he does in the solo lane that other people don't do, right? If you go back and watch any of the times that he's played solo lane, you know, sometimes he's down last hits, sometimes he's up last hits, sometimes he's behind, sometimes he's ahead. There's nothing that he does that's anything different than other solo laners. He just makes really good decisions on when to rotate and when not to rotate. I need to be aggressive, by the way. But I've been so busy talking about offlane, which is why I've been playing it a lot lately, because I've really been enjoying getting back into it. And I've been winning an absolute fuckload on it. But I really think that people in this MOBA are just really confused on the offlane as a whole, which is why it's not a very popular competitive role. People do not like it. Nice.
Your skin rises. An allied tower is under attack.
Be right back.
People do not like it at all. But yeah, Guru, you said you were, I was just chatting with someone today about that. Yeah, I really, like, there's literally like no offlaners anymore in the comp scene that consistently play offlane and only want to play offlane. It's crazy. Getting left on an island sometimes feels like shit. Yeah, it's a great role. Bro, I've been playing it a lot lately. I literally talked to Survivor about it, bro. I was like, bro, Survivor, you want to get a new support? I'll go play offlane. Let me go back to my roots, man. Let me go put some people on a box. I'm ready. My body's ready. My mind's ready. But then I sit there and think, who could put up with Survivor?
Healing their shots.
Did you guys imagine that? Who would be, what would professors be without the old married couple in the duo lane? Oh, what a rock from Coffee. What a rock.
I will return.
I need to back and buy this Marshall. Oh, I flashed forward, not realizing he fucking ulted. Whatever. It's fine.
Resupply. We make progress. Victory.
I'm coming, Oba. That's Oba and Blub, by the way. Blub and Oba. They're back for this PCC. I healed him and didn't think that heal was going to be enough to save his life, so I ulted him too, and it actually was enough. Oh, by the way, what'd you guys think of the toxicity post that they made today? I think it's pretty fucking awesome. Only being able to FF one time every 5 minutes in ranked, although reading that, I feel like they have it backwards between what's available in ranked and what's available in standard. What do you guys think? Why is it in ranked mode you can FF only one time every 5 minutes, and then in standard you can FF one time per person? What shouldn't that be opposite? Casuals you can only FF one time per person, and then in ranked you can FF one time every 5 minutes. Match starting if someone doesn't connect. Yeah, if someone goes AFK in the first like X amount of time, the game stopping and restarting is good. And then having extra detection for like AFKers and all that stuff as well is pretty nice. Also, I made a, I started making my YouTube video for supports today, which was just going to go over all the supports, what they're good at, what they're bad at, and all the support items. And I realized that all of them have this weird audio feedback on me talking, and I don't know what it is. So I have to remake all of the video, which is a lot. It is a lot. I fucked that up. I missed my stun. Keep going forward. Don't stop. I got you, brother. I don't know. I think that toxicity report that they came out with today was actually pretty good. Overall, sounds like they're gonna really crack down on toxicity, which is what everybody wants.
Resupply.
I think if people aren't happy about that report, I think you're just a hater.
We make progress. Victory.
You know?
On my way right.
Toxicity report is pretty good. That's 5 people.
Healing available.
Holy. Damn, I couldn't get close enough to ult him, and he jumped out because I ran away at first.
Enemy tower is under attack.
I like what they said about retaliating toxicity with toxicity. True, I did that last night, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little fed up with people just like trolling games last night, and I was a little bit guilty of trolling my last game. Building a attack speed support Zinx.
An enemy tower is under attack. An enemy is heroic.
I must target.
Your skill rises.
I will return.
I'm backing.
My precision paid off.
Anyway, hopefully tomorrow they have more good info for us from the dev stream. I don't know if I'll be able to watch very much of it because I'm gonna have a very busy day tomorrow, but hopefully it is very informational and very good, and you guys can tell me all about it whenever I stream tomorrow night. And yeah, we can all be excited about the 1.2 patch together. Because if that's the blog post they had today, then I can only imagine what they're going to give us tomorrow. Oh no. I can't get to him in time.
Ultimate on cooldown. Retreat.
You're not going anywhere.
Don't worry, Mahomes is fine. Oh my god, he walked in front of me, bro. No, I got silenced by Drongo and then he walked in front of me. That is so depressing.
Hurry. You're not going anywhere. Returning to base.
Get him!
According to plan. Victory.
Doesn't look good. I mean, we'll see. He's Mahomes, man. He's got it.
An enemy inhibitor is under attack.
Resupplied.
Please. We're not killing anybody? Really? Oh, we're killing people. Oh, we are so killing people. Oh yeah, we're killing people. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they're dying. He went up top. That was actually a really good fucking play by the Kwong. Holy. Nice, Vanquish OP.
Prime. Attack Orb Prime.
He's jogging on the sideline. He's superhuman. Never mind. He's fucking Mahomes, man. Just don't even worry about him. He's MVP material even when he has more interceptions than touchdowns for a reason, okay? Start of the season, he threw 8 interceptions, and when he had 6 touchdowns, and he was still considered MVP. There's a reason for that. All right, he is him. Him is he. Call him Himothy.
Healing their shots. Healing available.
Bro, what? It's perfectly in the fucking triangle. How unfortunate. I didn't say Mahomes was gonna be MVP. I said he is considered. He's in the consideration for MVP, even when he has more interceptions than touchdowns. For a reason. How does a QB who has more interceptions than touchdown throws, more thrown interceptions than touchdowns, still in the running for MVP, you know? Well, that's because he's Mahomes. You know, that's crazy. Nobody else wouldn't happen for anybody else. Oh, you gotta stop backing up, team. Fuck. Just hold W, bros. People are so afraid to die, man. Running away at half health when you have a fucking Zinx. Uh-oh.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh shit.
I will return. We make progress.
Be right back.
Healing prepared. Stop.
Careful, jungle.
Shining so bright.
Attack Fangtooth.
Champagne on ice.
On target. Open your eye. Their shot.
Polaric, he's going on people I'm nowhere near.
shot.
Double OP. I didn't see him dying on my right. It's fine. Nothing important was lost. GG. Zero, 1, and 19. Let's go.
By my calculations, this battle is already over.
I like. That's what I like. Lucky for you. That's what I